Boa tarde, boa tarde. Vamos lá continuar? Exatamente da onde a gente parou ontem, tá? Eu fiz as missões secundárias. Umas não, né? Fiz uma só que tava pendente ali. Não tinha quase mais nada pra fazer. Então só vamos continuar a história aqui, mano. O áudio aqui tá certinho. Só vamos. Aqui. Secundária. Aquele lugar diferente, mano. Pra cá.
Sid, your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried? You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago. Any idea where they went? The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the
E aí,
bandit
fi? Tudo bem? Boa tarde.
doing. It will be our own. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the desert hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard. Suppose we just follow the shouting.
Olha lá.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandit's ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Sid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalamil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
So, you see my predicament?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along.
What he means to say is yes.
Tá. Deixa eu recrutar.
Picture it, Conrad. Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canberra to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you called the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
My shop.
If I had my pickaxe, I would...
I mean, it may still be possible to buy some. Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill.
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Oh, I'm ruined.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalamil as we speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in two groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalamil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
Bora. Por essa saída aqui mesmo?
The women folk have come to work.
I'll take that one.
He's all yours.
They mean to overwhelm us.
Finished.
Caraca, mais? Tá vendo nada, mano. Ah, esse é o mais forte, pô. Oh, merda, mano. Nossa, quase eu fiz 50, mano. Ele tem pouco HP, senão tinha feito. Caraca, mano.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
They we should hurry.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Alamil.
We all saved Dalimil.
Foi, concluiu?
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act. I'll take that as a compliment.
Foi. Outro acampamento, cadê? Pouso de Marta. Ixi. Olha lá.
Martha, it's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said you'd been attacked by a Kashik. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight?
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you've come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
Ah. Bora.
Do you think there are as many as Martha says?
More.
You don't think they've
Vamos passar ali? Tá bloqueado.
them not? Not a chance.
Passar, né?
Clive, wounded.
Eita lasqueira, olha.
We deal with the Akashic first.
Tem que vir um inimigo forte pra mim tentar fazer aquele troféu lá, mano. Sai daí, mano.
Stay down.
Tá.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell, the Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heels! And they got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
Desça pelo elevador. Vai ficar na direita aqui, né? Ou não? É, aqui mesmo.
My brothers.
Mad dogs.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
Sir Wade!
Lord Rosfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it,
We thought we could sneak by them, but we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
Ah, nessa daí eu acho que dá pra fazer, hein? Atordoar ela? Tentar, vamos ver.
we can certainly try. Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
Vem. Acordou, filha? Tem pouco HP também. Aí, ó, foi, ó. Vem, bebê. Aê, caramba. Foi.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for East Pool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
Bora. Tem É por aqui mesmo, pô. Ai, meu Deus do céu. Bem, vou voltar aqui no obelisco, aí daqui a gente vai.
Just patch me up as quick as you can.
Ó, só o tanto.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
Não, sai disso aí. Ah, eu vou com a postura do outro, mano. Não dá pra virar mais, ó. Pera.
Something's coming.
É mais, mano.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, so wait. Shall we?
Bota esse bagulho em mim. Foi você, seu merda. Tchau.
Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
Vai. Falta só o outro lá de cima agora. Opa. Objeto de interesse. Parece... Ai, rapaz.
My lord, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Oscar, over here.
It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch? I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew.
Well, go on then. It's not for me to ask him.
Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar, but I'm a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other guardians are... I mean to say that, they're...
It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
Não concluiu ainda? Concluiu sim, ó. Só de cima lá agora. Aqui, ó.
First we find Isabel.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts.
I saw it with my own eyes.
I can't do it.
My lord, milady.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
Ultimus thralls. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
Four left for more on the captain's orders.
Madame, please!
Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things.
E aí, Marcos, como que você tá, mano?
Very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days. What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
Ah, você falou que é Henrique, né?
Left is our lives. Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
I'll have a word with them.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. Sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
I'd like you to consider my needs.
What we need to consider is where the creatures came from.
The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors. You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
My family.
It's all right.
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, they came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moor when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. Just rest now. At least we have an idea of where the thralls...
Nossa, velho, onde que é? Por a saída de cima lá.
We should head for more.
E... Não. É aqui mesmo.
The two soldiers were carrying another.
It was all they could do to escape.
Good girl.
Tem inimigo aqui, quer ver? Olha lá.
Look.
I see them. With me.
Stay down.
Should I prime?
Save your strength.
Mais. É isso. Ah, não, você não. Puta, dois desse? Ô, louco, mano. Rapariga é forte, hein? Olha, mano. Vai sonar, vai sonar. Toma. O poder do Giga Flama do Bahamut é forte demais, mano. Isso aí arregaça, não tá nem no máximo, hein? Arregaça o cara, velho, isso aí. E aí, negão, como você tá, meu filho? Boa tarde.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more.
Arrebenta esse ataque dele aí, mano.
Can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, my lady.
Não tá não, negão. Tá de boa, mano. Eu vi os caras falando isso aí ontem, sabia?
To remain at their posts, for now at least.
Eu vi esses bagulho aí fritando, como assim? Tá desligando o console, é isso?
It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. But whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post.
Ah, tá superaquecendo? Eu aqui, por enquanto, não deu nada não, mano. Se acabar esse diálogo aqui, eu vou colocar a mão nele ali. A gente já jogou o quê? Já foi desde quinta-feira eu tô jogando esse jogo aqui, pô. E não é pouco não, hein? 4, 5 horas, mano. Sei, ó, ontem foi 9 horas direto eu joguei. Não deu nada, mano. Quer ver, ó? Pera aí. Temperatura normal, mano. Entendeu? Tá normal. Temperatura como que fica normalmente mesmo com outros jogos. É aquelas também, né, mano? A gente fala, os caras falam assim, só que é o seguinte, tem que ver se o cara faz a manutenção do console, né, mano? Ver se leva pra limpar. Limpar a ventoinha, tem esses bagulho e tudo, né? Já tem que ter o quê? Tem 3 anos de geração. O cara nunca levou pra limpar, filho. Aí como é que faz? Aí fica difícil, né? Aí pode também estar acontecendo, né? Não sei. Eu não tive problema, mano.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Vou pegar alguma recompensa com a menina aqui, ó.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Here's everything we've received and everything promised.
Medalhão do Alto Clérigo.
Here you are.
Aqui.
All done?
Aumenta o poder de cura das poções em 25%. Não, isso aí não me interessa, não. É, entendeu? Que igual aquele bagulho lá do deixar o videogame em pé, escorre o metal líquido. Com 3 anos aqui em pé, filho. Não aconteceu nada.
Was wondering when you turn up. Had owls from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the color of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Tyre says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
Tá atrás do Barnabana. Cacete naquele filho de rapariga lá. Cadê ele? Joshua.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him.
Mas levou o Dion pra lá, ó.
And to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Sabe do último tá dentro dele. Mostra pra ele aí, filho.
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a...
Mitos, filho.
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
Ele controla todos, né, mano?
Nice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. Is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you.
Passa pra ele, filho.
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Eita, porra. Ixi.
Joshua. Clive, it's Gav.
Olha lá.
There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Well, what's the short of it?
I thought Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The City Guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, Bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Taya not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
Uma nova missão está disponível nas proximidades. Uma? Ah, olha aí, ó. Um monte, mano. Vem nos aposentos dele lá.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into time?
E vai ter mais umas 4, quer ver? Deixa eu ver quantos bagulho dele aqui tem. Sharp dos Guardiões, Cálice do Cid. Mano, tem um monte ainda, hein, velho. 1, 2, 3. Nossa, velho. É muita missão pra fazer, né, bicho? Age. Esse aqui. Um pedido.
Rutherford. Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant? Why would he be at Martha's Rest?
Vou priorizar não, deixa aí. Pode só ativar esses bagulho tudo aí, será que vai... Vou ativar. Eu não sei se vai perder, né?
Clive, you can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, so I thought I'd
fazer comida.
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped.
Yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favorites,
I've never been one to play favorites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm. Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not...
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries.
Wow. That kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Fine. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredient.
You do that. Lest we forget.
Vou priorizar, não. Só vou ativar as missões. Aqui depois a gente faz. Cadê a outra? Outra... Biblioteca. É com o velhinho, quer ver que é o velhinho? Não é com o velhinho não. O velhinho você fala pra fazer alguma outra coisa. É.
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try.
It's not who, but what. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared, which almost certainly means they had everything.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog.
I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. They were in the atrium when I last saw them.
E a outra tá lá no outro lado lá.
Is everything all right, Goots? You seem more...
Oh, I don't know what I think now.
It's all right.
Ai, meu filho, fala logo, meu pai do céu. Depois eu faço as missões pra você, tá bom? Depois eu vou lá. E é isso, né? O restante das missões são tudo espalhadas. Tá. Vou deixar um salve aqui. Eu não sei conforme vai avançando na história se perde alguma coisa, né? Salve 1. Salve 2. Missão secundária agora não. Tanto que eu nem posso viajar para outros lugares. Eita. Deixa eu ver aqui no Pix. Tem algum troféu perdível durante a jogada. Pera aí. Mas já vai.
The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
Número de troféus perdível.
Yote is a fine scout. If Canva was attacked, she will already have begun.
Tem uma.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
Tem um troféu perdível sim. Ah, não. É só se eu não vender nenhum material. Então não tem, mano. Já consegui alguma coisa aqui. Então não vou vender nada até lá. Tá tudo aí. Não vou vender nada, não. Então vamos, mano. Missão secundária perdível não tem. Então pode avançar na história de boa. Missão secundária aí não agrega nada na história, mano. Isso aí pode dar pra fazer offline ou... precisar zerar o jogo. Vou fazendo o guia pra vocês dos negócios que tem os troféus, vou fazendo nada junto. Mano. Por baixo.
Assuming they will allow it, the echoes have a will of their own.
Dá pra ir por ali e por aqui. Ir pelos dois lados.
Enough of you, are there? Too slow.
Bora, fi. Aguenta não?
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
Osso cara doce. Outra missão aqui, ó. Ah. Se tiver na reta aqui, a gente já faz.
You're injured. What happened here?
Ether flood.
Olha lá. Tava na reta já.
Swallowed our camp while we slept. There's a village not far from here. Tabor. The people were kind to us. It's only a matter of time before they won't stand a chance. We can't let those monsters.
Aceito. Se tiver na reta, a gente já faz.
You catch your breath.
Thank you. Our encampment is up ahead, just off the track. They must not reach Tabor. Forgive me.
Rest well, soldier.
Bora.
You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Kashik is still there.
Frente. Relações hostis. Não tá. Deixa eu priorizar ela aqui. Cadê? Relações hostis.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go around it.
Pode usar caixinhos.
Be careful.
Ah, papai amado.
I got here in time.
Someone there! Please,
Ei, já vou.
move my leg!
That doesn't sound like an Akashic.
Cadê ele? Aí, o cara falou ainda. Cadê ele? Yeah.
You're with the battalion. I am. Taken care of. One of your brothers in arms told me what happened and asked for help.
Another survivor?
His wounds were too deep.
He was right to send you. Those things you slew are no longer my brothers. Tabor is safe thanks to you. Here.
Foi, né? Aí.
You seem familiar.
You must have me confused with someone else.
Wait. Son of a whore.
Querer brigar, filho?
You're sent.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over.
Ó, velho. Ele mal consegue ficar de pé.
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath? What would you know of oaths?
I know how hard they are to keep. Which is why I'm giving you the chance to keep yours.
Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some...
Man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna... Just know that I will find you, Sid.
Ah, se lascar, rapaz. Vai. Chamar na sua orelha, você vai ver só. Bora. Tá longe, hein, mano. Tá longe demais.
Oh, we're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Hey. Para Tabor.
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
O que você tem aí, filha?
Take a look at my wares.
Não. Não. Bobina da orquestra. Vou comprar.
Of course. A fine choice. Anything else? Come again.
Ó. Lisco.
Yes, the finish is exquisite.
Tá bisoiada aqui, pera aí. Eu não consigo que tá fechado.
Here's the scraps you're after.
Peraí.
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes to Dalamil.
Why won't the sky go back to how it was?
tem nada de importante não, hein? Vou lá com ele lá. Ele não pula.
Beneath the flood, yes. And not a stone.
A Joti.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yote. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloed knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them, yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
É ele mesmo. E a mão na orelha dele, ele vai ver só. Enquanto isso... Cidades livres de Canver.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce.
Forgive us. We were not aware Dalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Eita, pô. Ah, ele aí, ó. Esse filho de rapariga aí.
Members of the council. You must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Mano, esse maluco deve ser forte demais, velho.
My colleagues, do you not see?
The king! He has come to save us from the Akashic. He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them! See our way to the dungeons!
Vai pôr a mão nesse cara aí, filho, cê é louco? Eita, pô! A lâmina negra, né?
Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation.
Ah, porra, mano.
The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Ah, nesse maluco deve ser embaçado, hein, velho?
Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
Pensei que ele era um dos primeiros a morrer, vai ser o último, hein? Os poderes de Odin também deve ser foda, hein, mano?
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
Waloed.
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
Follow me. Olha lá. Olha lá a imagem do bicho lá.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike, his very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominants, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yotei.
Let's find our friends.
As duas missões aqui. Vou ativar só.
Which is why I had to let her go.
Who among you is bold enough? Is that blade for hire, perchance?
Figuratively, I hope.
Well, yes. A passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity.
A hide you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. The Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. But the worked hide of a well-aged beast, now that would fetch such coin that Gilbert himself might weep with envy. Bring me that beast's skin, and I will share with you the bounty of our
All right.
Of course you will. When one lives in such troubled times, it is a fool who lets opportunity slip his grasp. Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovany, you are a mere stone. I eagerly await your safe and, above all, triumph.
Olha lá. São 6 missões, né? Já tá lá em cima.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any crystals.
You?
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word.
The university?
A specialist in ancient cultures. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. The answers I seek lying just... Would you do an old man a kind...
Climb the stairs and...
And memorize a few inscriptions for me. Assuming you know your letters, that is. Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into 3 of them, to be precise. 1 each to the north, south, and I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some... Namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique...
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest.
Falou, tiozão. Depois eu faço aí pra você, viu? Ativo, né? Isso pra quê?
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well,
Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix, and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you. Pray accept this token.
Selo obtido, pena de Fênix.
For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you. If there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
To Canva, then.
We'll talk about this later.
Ora.
Cyril seemed very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
Foi certo? Oh, nossa, lá embaixo, velho.
The free cities under sea?
Direita ou esquerda aqui? Esquerda a gente vai pra missão secundária. Vou pegar o Chocobo aqui.
Come on. Faster.
Direita, né? Eita, não vai dar pra passar aqui sem ninguém me ver, não. Vem.
Then let us be rid of them.
É orc, pô. Acabou esse cara doce.
Ready, girl?
Pau aqui, ó. Ou não?
Enough of you, are there?
Não vai soltar magia, não. Caminho pra cá? Tem. E liga com o caminho principal que a gente tá indo, né?
Clive. Smoke.
Is the city fallen?
É. Um obelisco ali. Deixa eu ver o que tem aqui, se tem item bom. Tem ali em cima. Você não aguenta não, filho. Infelizmente. Porra, também que só tinha inimigo, também tinha um baú aqui bom pra não pegar, né? É. Não é nada aqui. Tem um bagulho aqui atrás, aqui, ó. Não consigo por causa da carroça. Vai, ó. Pra ver se chega por aqui, né, ó. Dá a volta por aqui e chega aqui.
The free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
Cidade livre de Canver. Sudeste da tormenta. Olha lá.
Sounds like thunder.
You're late.
Okay.
We're starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come. Is that who I think it is?
Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Midadol, but everyone calls me Mid.
My lady.
Hey?
My boy. It's really you. I never thought I'd see the day.
So these Akashic are being controlled?
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in the city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the Horde arrived. Some in the merchants' district to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into two parties. I will make for the merchants' district, while you look to those across the river. Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood.
And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship, the Mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
You too.
Falou, meu filho. É eu e Torgal só, hein? Luscus Fusco. Falar alguma coisa? Vou pegar um café ali e já volto, mano. 2P, rapidão já volto. Bora, meu filho. Pegar um café ali. Vou tirar a can e deixar mutado aqui só pra tomar um café e já volto, tá? Rapidão.
All right, Torgal. Let's find those survivors. They don't stand a chance against those things. They've been routed. monsters here.
Valeu pela inscrição, Renan.
No mistakes. Enough of you, are there?
O combate desse jogo não dá não, mano. Pelo amor de Deus, velho. Combate foda do caramba. Isso é louco, mano. Mano, as tretas no normal já é da hora. Imagina no difícil, mano. Isso aqui no difícil deve ser da hora demais de jogar isso aqui, mano. Escolar aqui, deixa eu ver. Dádiva da luz, aumenta o dano de sopro flamejante, não. Ih, aqui vai ter boss. Vê? Nossa, levou todo mundo, mano. Olha! Rapaz. Sabia? O tamanho dessa arena aí, fi? Ah, agora é você, filho? Então vem.
You again. I don't believe we've been introduced. You were in my family's crypt, and now you're here, with an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rosfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
What?
And they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have been very much looking forward to this. Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled.
Harbard.
I am Sleipnir of House Harbard.
Sleipnir.
And you will yield.
Tá bem.
Or not.
As long as they don't hold back.
Oxa! Peraí que você vai ver só. O que ele fez? Aí, tomou, trouxa. Essa merda aí. Tá defendendo esse merda. Se stunar, você vai tomar um cacete. Dele.
You will forgive me if my performance seems uninspired. It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame?
What now?
A gift from my liege lord's armory. Gungnir.
Ei, lasqueira. Só falta ter voltado o bagulho dele lá, a estamina, né? Voltou não.
Yes!
Vem. Puta que pariu. Funcionou. Tá fudido.
Actually, I wouldn't.
Fica nessa merda aí, filho. Olha ele. Morou, Clive. Vem. Você morreu, viu, filho? Papai, pelo amor de Deus. Você é louco, truta. É muito forte esse poder aí, mano. Insígnia sanguínea.
The vessel is strong. My liege.
Já foi. Falta o chefe dele.
Clive!
You're all right.
As are you, I see. We are, yes.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before we arrived.
Well, you did what you could. I fear we were all too late. What's wrong?
Nothing. I hope.
Eita lasqueira! Olha o cara aí, ó. É o Barnabás. Aí lá. Eita, pô.
Leaving so soon, Mythos?
It's the king.
Indeed. You may kneel before Barnabas Tharm, Warden of Ash and King of Walud.
Get back.
Meu pai do céu.
Wild and impetuous. I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. Yet I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential.
Nossa, mano.
Calling me Mythos. But Mythos is everything. The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing. No, Your Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people. And nothing
is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer, one that must be excised.
Vixe Maria, aí Mario, aí moiou. Olha, eita pô.
Try it.
É, Clive, não dá pra você não, meu filho. Meu Deus do céu, mano. Meu Deus do céu, matou a menina. Ah, porra, mano.
You are as weak as all the rest.
Joshua!
Nossa, mano. Sai daí, menina.
Oi! Oi! This way! Hurry!
Ah, porra.
Power beyond reckoning, and they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
Matou, mano. Embaçado, hein, fio? Porra, mano.
Will he be all right?
The phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty's belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we're up to, they'd all want a piece. All right?
And how is he? Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here. We would have lost him if it were not for you.
No. Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body. But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew?
Allow me, your lordship. Don't know what I was thinking, putting you to the trouble like that.
'Tis no trouble carrying comestibles to my ailing nephew.
I know, but you've already done so much for us. Pouring your gil into the hideaway and now the ship. I don't want to take the piss.
You risked your life. And for what? Some girl you hardly know. Why'd you do it? You not mad or something?
I wouldn't go that far.
Clive!
You're awake, my boy. Oh.
All I want to do is help. And the world won't save itself. It was Sid. Your father, who taught me that.
Sounds like him.
Don't you dare do that again.
What of the Royalists?
Fucked off, the lot of them, along with the galleon. With the king on board, no doubt. Behind here, I wouldn't sail without him. Clive. Jill didn't come back.
Puta que pariu.
What do you mean?
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
It's all right, Mid. Jill is fine.
The ether of her icon endures. As long as it does, we can be certain she is alive.
We must pursue the Black Galleon. Jill will be with the king, I'm sure of it.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere. It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
But do you have an idea?
Well, of course I do. My dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings...
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose he might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you really are mad.
Perhaps. But the world really won't save itself.
Mano, tem uma missão aqui a mais, ó. Tem mais um aqui. Outra aqui. Outra aqui. É missão, bicho, pra fazer, hein? Vamos lá, Canção Esperançosa. Eu acho que eu nem consigo viajar pra lugar nenhum, né? Ah, consigo sim, ó. Oklad. Pera aí, antes de ir lá, deixa eu ativar essas missões aqui. Eu vou ativar só. É uma só. Aqui no mercado.
You won't find a finer array this
Espada rúnica.
You've a discerning eye.
Peraí.
What are you looking for? Many thanks. You've a discerning eye. None left, I'm afraid.
Só que está esgotado. Ah, então foi o cocô do cara lá, pô.
You're welcome anytime.
If we're going to do this, we'll need...
Clive, it just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in need of someone with your...
And what talents would those be?
Why, your fearlessness.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so Randalar has been particularly badly affected. None remain free for long, of course. But the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new child.
And you've been looking to buy? To make sure these masterless bearers remain that way?
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens...
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, so we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. And we believe we have found one. The place was abandoned a long time ago.
And so, we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to...
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Theo, if...
Of course.
Sounds...
Bora. Você vai, eu não vou agora não, viu?
Right.
I'm sure...
Tá. Deixa eu ver isso aí. Outra... Vai lá, perdida.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the...
E a missão do menino lá.
You know what you have to do.
Clive, as you know, before we part,
Quero saber disso aí não, velho. Vambora. Fala demais, velho.
And so, will you...
Depois eu venho aí, tá? Aí. Cara, será que todos os caras têm... Cada mercador tem um item diferente, velho? Cadê? Cadê o mercador daqui? O que você tem, filha, pra vender? Ah, é, ó, tá vendo? A bobina da orquestra. 50 mil. Adicione uma nova música à orquestra, mecanismo.
An excellent choice.
Excellent.
Clive.
Oh?
You remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attacked? Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't daft after all. But we ain't got nowhere for them to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens. I'd build them a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put them? There just isn't enough room up here on the rock, which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
I see.
And it isn't just that lot. There's bears to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over looking for safe haven. But there's only so many we can shelter with the room we've got. We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space. What we need is a new home for our new arrivals. And that's what I was hoping you might help me with. If it ain't too much of a burden, of course.
It's no burden.
Thank you, Clive.
So, where were you thinking of making this new home?
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse than Eastpool.
Eastpool. It's been a long time since I thought about that.
It was a tragedy, what happened. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have. But what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to be left in ruins.
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den, and they don't seem like they'll be...
Ah, depois eu vou lá matar todo mundo, filha. Bora, 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 bora. Vai isso aí, mano. Nossa, mano. Voltar lá pro abrigo, mano. Fale com Otto.
Cole said it was an army of Akashic.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are...
Clive? But if you're here, where the hell is everyone else? Don't tell me.
They're all right. But it's a long story.
You lot don't do things by halves, do you? Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you had those, you'd be...
Sitting under a pile of rubble, I know.
But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to build this place. The more personal items we gave to the next of kin. In the case of Sid's things, that would have been mid.
Then I'll check the workshop.
Vasculha a masmorra da Mead.
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone, do you think Mid's ship will ever sail? This looks like it's from Sid's old diary. But you'll already have read it. I'd better keep looking.
No.
This is your hideaway, but
What do we have here? Oh. Sid's pipes. Something tells me Mid won't be needing these.
we've had no word from Canva for days. Please tell me Mid is all right.
Sobe.
I remember seeing this doll in Sid's cellar. I wonder if it was Mid's. Huh. What's this tucked inside it?
Mida Doll, sei que você gosta dos seus enigmas, então acho que vai gostar deste. De todas as minhas invenções, esta é a melhor. Então, ao escolher o seu local de descanso, lembrei, minha filha, sua obra, a melhor, e agora minha descanso no primeiro canto. As rimas não ficaram boas, mas vou melhorá-la depois. Boa sorte.
Sid's best invention. That sounds promising. So Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. What would that be? Perhaps Otto might know.
Well, did you find anything?
Possibly. You wouldn't happen to know what Mid's first opus was?
Opus? That girl's as tone deaf as a banshee. Unless you mean the orchestrion. She couldn't have been more than, what, 11, 12 when she cobbled that thing together? It surprised us all. Not least her dad. You should have seen how proud he was of the little scamp. What's that battered old box have to do with anything?
I think Sid may have hidden something inside it.
Wouldn't surprise me. Those two and their bloody treasure hunts. Half the things in the hideaway were hidden one time or another.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are
I didn't break it. Well, I didn't break it.
What didn't you break?
Nothing. We didn't break nothing. We definitely didn't break the orchestrion.
What's wrong with it?
It's broken. Except when it isn't. See?
And you had nothing to do with this?
Nope. Nothing. We just wanted to listen to all the songs at once. So we pressed all the buttons. Like this. See?
All too well. All right, out of the way. Something caught on one of the gears.
Did you break it? Can you fix it?
No, I mean, yeah, yes. There. How about now?
You fixed it! Sid fixed it! He more than fixed it! Yeah, new music!
Huh. Never heard this one before.
They started playing when I removed this. Whatever it is.
Well, don't look at me. I can tell you it's important, though. Sid showed it to me once and said as much. Said it was the stuff dreams were made of. Let's just hope it's the stuff ships are made of as well.
Indeed. Let's see if we can make some dreams come true.
Vou falar com a menina agora, quer ver?
Just the two I was looking for.
Aye. Who's a patient?
Actually, yes. The Crown Prince just left.
Dion left?
Unless you've another word for stood up and walked off. Yes, left. He did have the decency to leave a message with Obelisk before commandeering one of his dinghies. Should we go after him?
No. We're not the Prince's keepers. He's free to do as he sees fit.
I'd rather he did so in bed. His wounds are nowhere near healed. Much like yours, I suspect. Otto told me what happened in Canver. What is it with this realm's princes and their aversion to rest?
Ask me when I get back. Though I may be sometime.
Then at least try to stay safe.
And if that fails, try to stay alive, eh?
Every moment I waste here.
A última peça.
Ship sails. I have to get back.
Liberou mais missão aqui, velho. Ah, bexiga, mano. E rapaz, aqui tem uma coisa aqui, ó.
So what do I owe you, Honor? So, will it be?
Espada rúnica. Eita lasqueira. É 10 de ataque e 10 de atordoamento.
Not bad, if I do say so myself. No scratches, right? And?
Por aqui que a missão, né?
He's a surly soaker.
Sid, do you recall the flowers I had you bring back?
Vaguely. Is something wrong?
I'm afraid so. I was able to get most of the Morganbeards to take root, but they rarely flower. I fear the soil here does not agree with them. However, I believe I have a solution.
I can't wait to hear it.
I'm going to marry the Morganbeards with Morbles. I know, but hear me out. Morbles are possessed of a highly choleric temperament. The fire which drives them appears to be maintained by an abundance of nutrient-rich...
E aí, Simon? É, vamos atrás da platina sim, mano.
I believe that by grafting a Morble vine to a Morganbeard, the appendage's wealth of vigor-inducing nutrients might well... The endeavor, I assure you, is scientifically sound.
I simply need a vine to prove the theory. That is correct. As for the marble, I fear ordinary may not suffice. But, as luck would have it, a most white
Espada de caçada.
concerning this very creature was
Sabia que ia ter que caçar alguma coisa.
posted on the hunt board.
How timely.
Well, I shan't keep you any longer. I know you have much to do, as do I. Now, where did I put my watering can?
Depois eu vou atrás disso aí, viu, filho? Tem de missão secundária pra fazer, malandro. É muita coisa, viu, filho? Ah, tem outro ali, ó. Tem outra cruzinha lá do outro lado, ó. Pra lá, né?
Cole said it was an army of Akashi.
All right, Clive. Blackthorn told me you helped him out again. Tough for that. Speaking of which, I'm actually a bit,
Worried about him. And you want my advice?
afraid so. It's a bit of a funny one, this, but I saved this posh knob while I was out on a mission, and he gave me this flashy ring to say thank you. So, obviously, I show it to Blackthorn, thinking he'll be impressed, only for him to go white as a sheet and quiet as a curl instead. Try as I might, I can't for the life of me work out what could have got him upset like that. And seeing as how Blackthorn opens up when you're around, I thought maybe...
I'd speak to him. Well,
Cheers, Clive.
I'll be sure to pay him a visit as soon as I have a moment.
All right, I'll meet you by the forge then. You come on.
Casa de ferreiro. Ah. Tem uma missão aqui, ó. Recompensa essa daí, filha.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
Your benefactors are a generous lot.
De habilidade.
Here you are.
Ina, o âmbar. Medalhão. A lasqueira.
All done?
She can't keep this up much longer.
Agora petrificou.
Glory to Gariga. There you are. And not a moment too soon.
What's happened?
Taya's busy working herself into an early grave.
Lá.
I've tried offering to see to him in a... Clive, she hasn't left the infirmary. Will you talk to her?
I know better than to...
Thank you.
Essa é missão pra caralho pra fazer, mano. Ai. Olha com Taya. A fundição. Bora.
I'm all right, Clive. My dad had it all worked out.
He'd be proud of you, Mid. His writings may have helped, but this achievement is all yours. Can we catch them?
The Ainayar's one of the largest, fastest vessels ever built. And it won't help she has the wind at her back. Any other ship would be hard-pressed to keep pace with her, let alone reel her in. But this isn't any other ship. This is the Enterprise! And the world's never seen anything like my dad's engine.
It certainly hasn't.
Clive, what do you know of Barnabas Tharm?
Only what the bards sing. That he sailed to Ash from southern lands. That it was his mastery of the blade which won him the throne. And that his sword, Odin's sword, can sever the very threads of creation. But don't lose any sleep over a last tilt. We'll do what we must to survive.
What we must.
The light!
I thought this cove was meant to be hidden.
Mid! Company!
Eh?
We'll hold them off until the ship is ready. But hurry!
All hands! All hands! Man your stations!
Everyone with me?
Vixe, Mari.
Here they come.
Peraí. Tá acabando a bateria, mano. Novidade, né? O carregador. Novidade, né, carregador?
I'll take care of these fuckers. Behind you? I'll have you know earthbreaker here. One struck fear into the heart of every man in the fleet. How are we doing, Mid? I thought you said that ship was fast! Old? I haven't felt this alive!
Don't let the conflict occur. Without the pay, and I'll tell you back going first.
Ah, eu defendo. Ah, eu tô com postura errada, mano. Olha que merda.
That was easy enough.
All right, you lousy lot. Get your asses on board. She's ready to sail.
You heard the captain.
Clive?
Oxe, você não morreu não, miserável?
But I thought he was...
Confounded. Then it is as I feared. Sleipnir is no man, but a creation of Odin.
Eita porra, tem um monte. Tá lasqueira, mano.
Phoenix's fiery fundament. Have you no normal enemies?
Nossa. Cacete. Um monte deles, mano.
Right, Lord Rosfield. My boy, there was a time people called me the Executioner. Or was it my axe? No matter, heads will roll all the same.
Mate, new plan! You leave, we follow!
Follow? Swimming, are you? Oh, bugger me! Weigh anchor! Engine's dead slow ahead!
Have care, my friends. Tis not blood that runs.
Ah, esse daqui é mais fraco, porra.
These foes will not fall easily, but they will.
Like oaks before a woodman's axe.
Ah, porra.
Good thing I brought one!
How long are we meant to keep this up?
As long as it takes. Unless you have a better idea.
Well, I've already killed at least 5 of the bastards. Fuck it. Let's do the lot.
Oh, meu Deus do céu.
Should we make for the ship?
Not yet. Wait for my signal.
In your own time, Clive!
Right, run for it!
Vamos lá, meu filho. Ah, meu pai amado. Concluiu.
Now, mate!
All right, engine full ahead! And hold on tight!
O Estreito de Náudia. O Enriar. Eita porra, tá preso aí, ó.
What do you want?
That's quite a mess you've made. And wholly unnecessary. You are my offering to Mythos. I would not see you damaged.
Now back to your stations! Every bell spent treading water puts another league between us and the galleon.
I don't suppose Mid has a spare engine? Since you rose from the grave, my fortunes have plummeted. Are you absolutely certain of this quest of yours, Clive? The foes you face are as terrible as they are numerous.
Aye. And they'd have us live and die on their terms, which should answer your question.
You have that same stubborn look as your father did when he set his mind to something. On the battlefield, I am but a single axe. A deadly one, mind, but a single one nonetheless. Yet what you require is 1,000, and I believe my old friend in Brandalar can provide them. Take care, Clive. I have many more tales of your father's exploits to share. And I cannot very well do that if you're dead. Again.
Good luck, Uncle. And may fair winds attend you.
As for you, Joshua, take care.
I shall do my best, Uncle.
Farewell, my nephews. When next you see me, it shall be with an army at my back.
Ó, atrapalhado.
Cheerio. Oh, yeah. Do keep up, my boy.
Well, we can't have him showing us up now, can we?
We would never hear the end of it.
Ixi, tá zoado.
Mercy.
Tudo ruim, olha, velho. Vixe, mano. Fala, neném. Boa tarde, tudo bem, filho?
What have I done?
Você acabou com tudo. A menininha dos remédios aí, ó. Ei, lasqueira. O estreito de Náudia. Não tô sofrendo não, tô de boa. Graças a Deus.
There's a lot of sea between here and Waloed, but any ship heading north has to round Zemeckis and put through the Narrow. Maintain our current bearing north-northeast, and we'll catch the Black Galleon before she vanishes again.
What's to prevent her from circling around Ash from the south?
With these winds in those waters, it'd taken forever and a fortnight to reach Stonehenge.
Mid knows what she's talking about, Clive. Better than any of us lot, anyway. I say we do as she tells.
Sails on the horizon.
She's ours. Look alive, boys! Full ahead! And keep those furnaces fed! Aye, aye!
Do you feel that,
Jill?
All hands!
Olha aquele puta, mano. Vai brigar com o cara agora, velho.
Let's see what this girl can do.
Oh, meu Deus do céu, é ele agora. Eita porra.
Where one leads, so does the other follow. The bond of consciousness which joins them condemning both to the same fate. Yet my every attempt to strike it from their hearts serves only to tighten its hold. Fascinating.
Ah, porra, mano.
But then, there is naught my blade cannot sever.
Great Gregor's gas!
Ah, porra, manco. Malandro.
Hard a port! Heads down, you brutes! And brace for impact!
O maluco é foda. Ai, papai.
It's now or never.
I'll find her.
É, meu filho, mas você não aguenta aí não, viu, filho? O cara tá no barco aí, ô idiota. Eita caralho. Entrando no redemoinho.
Where did you hide her, Barnabas? It's over.
Ei, mago de merda. Mata o mago, filho. Toma. É isso. Porra. Era.
Fight at last. Oh, I'm going to die. Butcher's blood. I need to hurry.
Sai daí, filho! Sai daí, Clive! Esse merda aqui, ó. O mago é uma... Filha da puta. Ah, mas daqui eu vim, não foi daqui? Eu vim, pô. Tem outra portinha dessa aqui do outro lado lá. Vou terminar só a batalha com esse código, ó. Batalha com esse chefe aqui, mano. Aí nós joga. Se tiver de boa, você entra lá na party lá.
Can you walk?
Out of here I can.
Quer dizer, eu acho que nós vamos lutar com ele, né?
Phoenix. Are you not the dominant of fire? I see naught before me but a guttering flame.
Caralho. Mano. Olha isso aí, velho.
In honest then.
Não. Nossa, mano. O cara dividiu o mar, mano. Caralho. Que efeito louco, hein, mano. Olha. Caralho, malandro. O dele vai cair, ó. Caiu já, fi. Nossa, mano. É, ele é o mais forte mesmo. Você tá louco, mano. Olha, ele dividiu o bagulho, mano.
Can you go on?
I think so. But to where?
Agora é com ele mesmo. Não tem como escapar, não.
You. What did you do to Joshua?
The Phoenix? Oh, I expect he will survive.
This consciousness in which you coil your feeble souls is grown thick with desperation. And thus has my master turned to my blade. The world will soon be painted in black. And all that live shall gather in death's autumn wake.
Not if we remove the cause of this misery. Not if we destroy the last of the Mother Crystals and restore balance to the world.
Come. Do you truly think it's so simple? The blight is inevitable. Not even the Almighty might stop its endless march. Your efforts will avail us naught. Naught, that is, but suffering. You must embrace the truth, Mythos. Accept your place with the Lord.
Keep it. As long as there's a chance, there's a choice.
Ever led astray by your blind resolve.
Ah, porra, mano. Ixi, não tem como escapar, não.
It is time you learn the inevitability of your divine fate. However much it may hurt.
Get as far away as you can.
No.
E não, o que, menino? Você vai correr pra onde?
Jill.
Eu e o cachorro, só que se ficou, não ia.
We don't have to do this. Oh, but we do. If only to remind you of your duty. In the short time since our last meeting, you have grown much. Yet as a vessel,
A música, mano.
my lord will still fight you. Rise, Mythos. All this fire and fury. For what? Stopping the blight. A foolish notion fed to you by a foolish man. How dare you? You know naught of this world nor of our place in it. If our fates were so easily rewritten, we would all be gods.
É isso, mano.
There are other means of persuasion that might. Nice try.
Tá, puta, escapou. Eita, pô, fudeu. Ixi, eu vou morrer. Eu acho que eu morri.
Will assume the mantle you've been given.
Morri.
And thus is the light of hope severed.
Eita, porra. Ah, não, tinha que acontecer isso aí mesmo.
You would yield so soon.
Never.
Clive!
Do you not see? Your iron will weighs you down, dragging you ever further from your purpose.
And what is my purpose?
Mythos. Who are we? What are the dominants? The breath of the Creator still warm on our lips. We carry his light that we might guide the masses in his name. We are but mighty acts of God.
We are more than that.
You would be nothing without what he has granted you. The power we wield is his, and yet every time we draw upon it, it wears away at our very being. It breaks us. It unmakes us, that its immaculate aspect might reveal itself. The icon. It is too much for even his chosen few. Apart from you, Mythos, you wield the might of many, yet your body does not answer for its avarice.
What are you saying?
What I am saying is that we dominants are a means to an end. We were created for you, that you might drink deep of our strength and thereby fulfill your divine purpose.
Which is?
To feed. As you would know, could you only look beyond the walls of your prison of self-regard. As long as you choose to ignore this, you shall never penetrate my defenses. Still, you may take solace in the fact that you are not alone in your plight. The chains of volition shackle all of mankind, but there is yet cause to rejoice. For the Lord, in his mercy, has taken pity on his flawed creations, and shall see them restored to their proper forms.
And what exactly would that be?
Why, loyal servants to God.
No.
Manners, Lord Rosfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
You mean to turn everyone Akashic?
Not turn, Mythos. Turn back. For too long has mankind been led astray by their clamorous wills. It is time they return to a world of quiet equality, where they might once more know salvation.
Salvation! And abandon everything we hold dear!
We don't need your salvation. We'll save ourselves, and we'll do it on our own terms. Not yours. And not your gods.
With every defiant expression of your will, the tighter the chains of consciousness become. But perhaps that fact may be put to use.
Clive!
Ah, porra, tá fechando.
The faster it binds you to the remaining dominance, the stronger your hunger will become. Until it leads you back to the only answer there ever was. Mayhap not by the path my master intended, but back all the same.
Ash is not far. I could freeze a path.
You're in no fit state.
Probably not, but I can try. Don't look back.
Mano. Aumenta o dano ímpeto de impulso em 10%.
I hope the others are safe.
The Enterprise was clear of the gap when we fell. They made it, Jill. And they will have seen the ice, where it led. We need only wait till dawn.
This is the second time Barnabas has bested me. I'm powerless against him.
Then maybe there really is nothing else for it but to give yourself to his master. Only you won't do that. The Clive I know would never do that.
So you believe? But do you really know me? If what Barnabas said was true, then I'm more monster than man. And each time I summon the flames from within, I burn away the things that make me who I am.
Do you, though? Think of what you've used that power for. Of all the people you've saved. It doesn't matter how or by whom it was granted, only how you choose to use it. And you've chosen to use it for good, haven't you?
I've also used it to kill. What if that's my purpose? What if it's all I'm good for?
You're still that same boy I grew up with. Always so eager to save everyone around you, and yet always so alone. Because you failed to realize the one thing that needed saving most of all. You, Clive. You. You never once took the time to save yourself.
Myself. I think I might be beyond saving.
No one is beyond saving, provided they want to be saved. You fight to survive. And you survive so that you may protect those you love. It's what you do. What you've always done. And I know you're not about to change. So I'm going to help you. To give you what you need to protect us all.
Jill. Are you sure? If this is what you want, then...
Don't worry, Clive. It is.
Pegou o poder dela, mano.
This burden, I'll give you the strength to bear it alone.
But I'm not alone. These burdens I carry, my sins, my pain, my sorrow, I see now that they are all a part of me. If I'm to continue on, having pledged my life to those I love, then I will gladly bear your burdens too, until my last breath.
Clive.
I promise you, Jill, we will find a way to escape this fate. Find a way to save each other. That we might one day look upon the moon again, together.
And I promise you, Clive, that I will be there, no matter what you must become.
I know. I never thought a smile could bring me so much joy.
O barco da menina não foi destruído não, ó.
What of Barnabas? Do we pursue him?
No. Our paths will cross again soon enough. Whether we like it or not. Besides, there is something we must do first.
course. Drake's spine. The last mother crystal.
The Einherja is at the bottom of the sea. Waloed won't dare move on Storm without her. But they know we're coming now. We'll need a plan. And a damn good one at that.
Then let's go home and find one. Ash will have to wait.
A promessa. Ah, pagar.
Mid says Odin split the sea in two. She's always been partial to a tall tale. But there's tall, and then there's tall.
I struggle to believe it myself.
I see your uncle isn't with you.
He stayed with the Enterprise. After our brush with the Einherja, she was in urgent need of repair. And my uncle knows a shipwright in Randalar. We're to join him there when we're ready to sail for Ash.
You sure that's wise? Last I heard, the place was still overrun with Akashic.
Show me a city where that isn't true. Ultima's plague is spreading.
We're running out of time, aren't we? We've done our best to shore up that hideaway. But I doubt a few planks will stop what's coming. Still, we'll keep at it. Every little helps, I suppose.
Let's hope so.
Atravessando o estreito. Portador do gelo, olha lá. O poder do gelo, o Clive adquiriu a porção da essência, tá?
I should visit Joshua. Assuming Tahi will allow it.
Shiva. Poderes que ela tem aqui. Bom esse, hein? Atordoamento rápido, ó. Não, cara, pera aí. Eu posso pôr. Eu não posso pôr. Sopro flamejante? Não. Qual é o nome do poder dela? Pó de diamante. Ah, acho que eu não vou poder mudar aqui não, hein? Não vou usar ele agora não, mano. E aí? 3.000 e pouco pra aprimorar, você é doido, é? Cadê o do Ramu? Já tá no máximo que eu tô usando. Esse também. Esse também tá. Barulho eu não tô usando mais, então. Aí. A missão ali, ó. Vou ativar ela aqui.
covered in nicks and lumps.
Come back. The stew's awfully thin.
Tem outra pra ativar, né? Olha lá. Siege. Oh.
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide in me. But I will speak to her at least.
Tá. Visite a enfermaria. Eu vou salvar aqui. E eu vou ficando por aqui, tá, galera? Amanhã a gente continua. Eu vou ver se eu faço essas missões secundárias tudo aqui. Amanhã a gente volta dessa missão aí, ó. Pra ver se é no estreito. Demorou? Obrigado por ter acompanhou, tá? Bom final de segunda-feira pra vocês, pra família de vocês. Tamo junto. Boa noite. Fiquem com Deus, mano. É nóis.